room.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Good evening, ma.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so great to have you guys on the call this evening. I'm excited for today's class because it's my oga that will be teaching us. So I'm super excited about that. While we are waiting for others to join, I want one or two people to share your experience. How has it been so far? We know we started on Sunday rather, and we had digital literacy 101 on Monday. Then on Wednesday we had digital literacy 102, and today we'll be having personal branding 101. So I want you guys to unmute your mic and share one or two people before we start tonight's session. You have the floor, guys. Or do you want me to start calling names? You guys want me to start calling names. So let me call Priscilla Martins. Hello, Priscilla.
Good
Priscilla
evening, ma.
Martins. Good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How about? Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello.
Oh, I can hear you. I can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay, ma. I'm super excited to be part of this training. I've learned a lot though. I've learned a lot, especially the way you guys put up the videos for us to watch. I've been watching it and watching and watching and watching. I'm so happy and I'm practicing everything. Everything. I really learned a lot. Thank you so much ma, for the opportunity. I'm really grateful.
Okay, that's great. That's good to hear that from you. I love the fact that you are learning and you are practicing what you are learning. Practice makes perfection. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. So if you just feel
Ma,
you know
I wanted to
you know
ask one more thing. This was the deadline for the submission of the assignment.
Friday next week. Next week
Oh,
Friday.
okay. Thank you very much. I'm grateful.
Yeah, you're welcome. So who else want to volunteer to speak, or I should call your name? Okay, let me call Janet. Janet, please share your experience with us. How has it been for you? Janet, can you hear me? Maybe Janet can't hear me, or she's not where
Ah,
she can speak.
good
So if you
evening, ma.
want, okay, good evening. Okay, she's there. Good evening. Good
Okay,
evening. How are
ma.
you
The
doing
class.
today?
I'm doing fine, ma. How are you doing, ma?
I'm doing fine too.
Hello?
Hello,
Can
I
you hear
can
me?
hear you. Yes, yes, I can hear you. I called you to share your
Okay,
experience. How has it been for you? Like the journey from Sunday till now. Like how has it been?
okay, ma. That's been fun, and I've been learning about things that I don't know, and I'm able to do it on my own now. Practice, I know I'm going to better practice. Thank you, ma.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so I don't want to take much of our time and I want to bring tonight's teacher. So I don't know if I should call her a teacher or a coach or a trainer, a mentor. She wears everything, all the art. But before I call her, I want to quickly read her bio. I want to read a short bio. So after reading her bio, I'm going to bring her on board. Let me share my screen so you guys can see. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So meet the digital skills bootcamp facilitators. Moyoluwa Matafakeye is a growth-driven professional dedicated to empowering individuals and communities to thrive. She is an advocate for personal branding and strategic career development. She has guided teens, young adults, and entry-level professionals in refining their paths and maximizing opportunities. With extensive experience managing high-impact communities like Premier BN, Ace Business Club, and the Intimacy Masters Wife Stars community, Moyoluwa excels at fostering meaningful connections and driving value-driven engagement. Her expertise extends to corporate communications, customer service, and personal branding, where she helps individuals and organizations amplify their results. So, ladies, make welcome with me, Moyoluwa Mata Fakeye. Hello, Moyoluwa, can you hear me? Good evening.
Hi, hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, good evening.
Can you see and hear me? Please confirm that.
Yes, I can see and I can hear you. It's great
All
to have
right.
you.
I don't know what's happening tonight. I'm having a challenge joining with my laptop, and that's what I want to use to share screen. So I
Oh,
don't even know. I've been battling with it for like minutes before 7. But the devil is a liar. I'll keep trying. All right. Good
but can
evening,
you share
everyone.
the
Thank you
slide
so
with
much
me?
for having me here. Um, Hi,
Hi,
Rachel. Please check
Moyi.
your WhatsApp.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Please, can you guys hear me? I'm not feeling you guys in the chat session. Good evening. Good evening. How are you doing? How has your week been? I mean, it's Friday. How has it been
Good
at your
evening.
end? Hope you're good. I want to hear like few people talk. How's it going?
It's going fine. It's
Hi,
fine. Hi.
good evening, ma.
Hi,
Kwaheri,
good evening.
welcome.
Good evening, Ma. I'm
Hey.
fine. Thank you. Very fine. I'm trying to join with my laptop. This is crazy. Mm. All right. I'm so excited to be here. And okay, thanks. I'm so excited to be here. And I really, really like that you guys are very anxious about the class. I heard see people's feedback, I guess, and somebody mentioned that she really likes and she has been watching the videos and learning. And that's very important. It's important to maximize, like we talked about during the onboarding, right? So I really like that you guys are maximizing it. And I'm very excited about tonight's class as well. While I wait for my laptop to do the necessary updates and come up with my slides. I just wanted to like walk us through something, right? So we are supposed to do introduction to personal branding tonight, and how many of us have heard the word personal branding before? You've heard what branding means. If you have heard it before, just say hello. Branding, personal branding. What do you have? And I would like, what do you think it is when you hear that word? What comes to mind? Right, interesting. Lamide, what do you think it is? When you hear branding, when you hear personal branding, what comes to your mind? Jacinta, Elizabeth, you guys should. I mean, you can unmute. You can let me know. What do you think? When you hear branding, when you hear
Yeah, good
personal
evening, ma'am.
branding, what comes to your mind? Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, my name is Jacinta. What comes to
Hi,
my mind when
Jacinta,
I
please
hear?
go ahead.
Yeah. What comes to my mind is when I hear about personal branding. As it implies, like a process of creating a distinctive identity for yourself. That is an identity that cannot be seen or heard from another person. You make it very different. So that if someone sees it, you'll be able to say, this thing is excellent, it is good, something like that. That's what I think. And
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I really like that. Thank you so much for sharing. Does anybody else want to try? I mean, there is no right or wrong response. I just want you to put in the effort. Any other person? Let's have one more person. When you hear personal branding or you hear brand or you hear branding, what comes to your mind?
Hello, good evening.
Hi.
Hello.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Okay, my name is Ruth. In my own terms, I think personal branding is a way which an individual decides to build their image, their values, their strengths, their personality, like the way they carry themselves, which goes down to their business. It's just like their own way of doing it, their own design. And when somebody sees, they're like, okay, no, I know this is this person's handwork or this is this person's product. You get. So to me, I think personal branding is just the value, the qualities we put in our own personality to give ourselves a distinctive value or image. Thank you.
Interesting. I really like that. I like your answers. Thank you so much for saying that. And yes, I mean both responses are actually very correct, and that makes a lot of sense. So I like that you guys already have done your assignment, like you've done your research before the class started, and that's very impressive. So I want to like do some posers before the class starts. Interesting. My PC just came off. Please just a minute. All right, can you guys confirm that you can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you see me? I'm not seeing myself for some reason.
I see you, but we can hear you.
We can see you, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Just a minute. So you're going to be seeing me on another device. Can you see now? Because I'm joined on two devices.
No, we can't see you.
We cannot see
No,
you.
No, we can't see.
Okay. I actually want my face to be showing. I don't mind if any other person here can also turn on their camera. I like to communicate better by. Hi, Rachel. I can see myself. It's not on this device, on another device. Can you pin that?
Okay, but
Can
I
you
can't
see?
see you yet.
Is Moyoluwa Mata? Okay. I can see myself on this one.
on this call. Okay, I've seen you.
So are you guys seeing me now? And can you hear me clearly?
We can't see you, but you are a co-host now, but I can't see you.
I can't see you, but I can hear you.
We can hear,
The
but we
enemy is
can't.
a liar. Okay.
Okay, we
I
are
can
seeing you
see
now.
you.
Image, voice clear and complete.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah,
you
we
now.
can see you now.
You can see now, right? Okay, so let
Yes.
me turn off
Yes,
this other
yes, we
video.
can see you, ma.
All right, that makes sense. Aha, thank you so much. And I'm sorry for the glitch. My laptop decided to do updates today for some weird reason. Okay. All right, I think we are good right now. So I was saying that I really love your responses because is it me or is looking blurred sort of? I don't understand. Anyways, it's all good. Okay, so I was saying I really love your responses, and I want to quickly do like a quiz or like a test, right? So I want your responses either via hi Rachel, can you just share only your screen? I'm seeing like okay, maybe that's how you want it, and that's fine. You're sharing your
Okay,
entire
let me change.
you're sharing your so it's kind of distracting. Sorry. So guys, I while Rachel does that, let's quickly do a test, and I want to see your responses a lot. When you hear the name Lai Wasabi, what comes to your mind? Anybody? When you hear Lai Wasabi, what comes to mind?
That is a comedian.
Interesting. Another person, what comes to mind?
Lawyer.
Right. Okay. Does anybody want to say any other one before I ask another person?
A skit maker.
A skit maker, right? Okay, when you hear the word hey family members, what comes to mind?
Tomike.
Interesting. I like that.
Tomike.
I like that. I like that. Okay, when you hear everywhere you go, what comes to mind?
MTN.
Right.
MTN.
Now, all of these interesting. I like that. I like that. I like that you guys are following. Now, why I'm saying all of this, I mean, it might sound so simple, but why I'm saying all of these are personal branding is just what we have done. It's just an example of what we have done right now, right? So personal branding entails, let me pull up my slide. Personal branding just entails what comes to people's mind when they hear your name. That's like the summary. So when somebody hears Rachel, what comes to mind? When somebody hears Moi, what comes to mind? When somebody hears Esther, what comes to mind, right? It is
Sorry,
how
like,
you are given your
Bardest. I'm sorry, I just had to say that.
Rachel, you're on YouTube. Like we are seeing your entire screen. You can stop sharing screen and then maybe reshare something. Yeah, okay, I think that makes sense. So I was saying that, please, if you're not talking, you can also mute your mic. I think I'm getting some feedback. So I was saying that personal branding is how you have put yourself up in the face of people over time, right? How people see you. So I'm sharing my slide. Let me know when you see my screen and my slide rather. I know you could see my screen, but yeah. I want us to dive deep into it. I understand we are still going to have another personal branding class, right? And this is just like the intro, right? So I'm going to be as basic as possible such that when we have the next class, I'm going to delve deeper into that. Right? So confirm that you can see my slides now.
Yes.
Can see, ma.
Your slide
Yes,
is
my
showing as much as it's tiny.
Okay, interesting.
can see.
Interesting. Thanks. Okay. Somebody said it's not clear. So let me try to make it clearer. Okay. Right. So this is what we are discussing, right? And then okay. So this is what we are discussing, right? How many people here have businesses? If you have a business or you're a business person, just okay. I think I've seen a few people
I
so that I
do.
can know whether okay. I don't want to just focus on career people because everybody is not a career person. Interesting. All right. So let's talk about personal branding first, right? And then we're going to now delve into the next one, which is business branding, right? Now, what is branding? It's simply a process of creating a unique identity, perception, and emotional connection with your audience. So what that simply means is, please, if you are not talking, please. Okay. So what that simply means is that over time, you have positioned yourself in a way that has made your audience see you and perceive you in a certain way, right? So what do I mean? I mean that it's not just about you showing up online or you just posting things, but even those you're posting, even the way you talk, even the way you do things, even the people you communicate with on a daily, what can they accrue your name with? Now, I like that we are all learning different things in this boot camp, in this training, right? Some of us are doing social media, some of us are doing video editing and stuff. Now, at the end of everything, what do you want people to know you for? Do you just want them to know you as a social media manager? Do you want them to know you as a content creator or a personal branding person or a customer service person or a cyber security person? That is left to how you as a person brand yourself. So that's simply what personal branding entails. So over time, Layi has made us laugh so much and get used to that lawyer identity such that many of us are not even able to see him as a normal human being apart from that lawyer or that lawyer character, right? So that is what happens when you position yourself in a certain way over time, right? And then people have become so accustomed and emotionally attached to that side of you. Please, if I'm running too fast, I mean, you can just let me know so that I can slow down. If you have questions, you can either bring it on as I speak or you write it down in the chat and I'll attend to them later, right? So when we talk about branding, is that emotional connection such that it's rare for Tomike Adeoye to say something and our audience will not go all out for her. Why? Because over time, they've become so attached to her and they now see her as a family, right? The same thing applies to Kiki. When I say, oh, who is Kiki? Before you even mention she's Nola's mother, many of us will say, oh, she's a skit, whatever, she's a content creator, she's a this, she's a that, right? Because that is the part of them we have seen over time. So branding in summary is just that process of you creating a unique identity, that perception and emotional connection with your audience around either a product or a service or yourself. So why I said everywhere you go, for example, that's a product, it's a company. So even if you are sleeping and you hear somebody say everywhere you go, what comes to your mind first is MTN. If Ethel wakes up tomorrow and starts saying everywhere you go, there's going to be some confusion because people are wondering, why are you stealing theirs? Do you understand what I mean? Now, some people might say, oh, branding is color, branding is logo, branding is you have especially business owners. And I believe you now understand that branding goes beyond just having logo or stuff. However, those are elements of branding because we have three major elements of branding. We have the emotional identity, the verbal, and the visual. So when we say verbal, that's what is spoken, right? That's the brand tone, the brand messaging. For example, I don't know if any of you knows Olushola. Olushola Consult is a consultant. You cannot see skits in his content. Why? Because what he does is he trains. He cannot come and be making you laugh. That his own tone is not like his tone, right? They are different, right? So that's just to let you know that verbal identity is unique to different brands, to different individuals. Now, visual identity is the one that you see, right? When we say visual identity, that's now when you talk about the logo, the color, whatever, the typography, the font of a brand. This, for example, MTN is accrued with yellow, right? Airtel is more of the red and white, right? So different brands have their different colors. All of those are things that make up the brand. They are not the brand itself. The same thing applies to individuals, right? I'm thinking of an individual now that has some color thing. If you know someone like Temi Salami, she's not Temi Olanrewaju. If you know her, you will know that her colors range around army green because of her climate change career path. She tends towards that natural army color, green color, and then she does pink. So it's rare for you to see a color, let's say a color indigo or purple on her, and then you are like, oh, this is a constant color. Does she wear other colors? Of course she does. But what comes to mind at first is that, oh, pink and that is it lilac green or army green or something, right? So all of these are visual identity. They are the things that make up the brand. So if you as a person now want to say, I want to start branding myself, and the first thing you are thinking of is logo, that's a very wrong start. Logo is not even the first thing. The first thing is for you to understand what you want to appear as. When we get into the next personal branding class, I'm going to go in more details, the 5 things that you must put in place before you go into your personal branding and all that. Then the emotional identity, what are your values, the vision, the mission of the company, of the brand, and all of that. So all of these things are things that make up personal branding. Now, having said all of that, what personal branding is not, I just told us, it's not about the visual logos. It's not about the visual elements. It is more about the overall experience, the impression that people have about you, about your business, how they see you, right? That's what personal branding entails. So it's the awesome you. I don't even know if Lai has a logo. But even if he has a logo, I don't think you will remember his logo before you remember Ekpele or that how he says that thing. Ekpele. I mean that sound or that particular line in that Jennifer song is still always ringing in my head. Ekpele, Ekpele. Why? Because of the uniqueness of his voice, and then the kind of fun that comes from even hearing his voice. In fact, looking at Lai alone is fun, right? Because that is who he has portrayed himself to be over time. So it's not first about logo or about what brand color or what's not, right? Branding also is not about being everything to everyone. And this appears more to even personal brands, but it appears more to business owners. You cannot be their Lord and Savior. You cannot be the same person that will provide everything. Everybody is not your customer. So you cannot appear as, everything to everybody, and that's fine, right? So branding is about you being something to them. It's not being everything. So for example, I cannot say I'm a cybersecurity person, I'm a web developer, I'm a UI UX, I'm a this, somebody will just die in time. Do you understand? So personal branding is you finding your own uniqueness as you are going through this training, as you are going through, all of your classes and all that. I think what you should keep at the back of your mind, and that is why this particular class is happening at the beginning, before you split into your different training cohorts, right? So this particular class is to help you put at the back of your mind that, okay, at the end of this boot camp, how do I want people to see me? How do I want to put myself out there? How do I want how do I want to be perceived? Right? And that is very, very important, because the final class where we'll talk about personal branding is going to be more practical. And by then, I will expect that you already have an idea who you want to become. And if you do not have an idea, that's also fine, right? Because we all have different timing, and it takes us more like different times than one another, right? Now, I mentioned that it's not about you being everything to everybody. So it requires clarity and then consistency. These two C's are the backbone of personal branding. Clarity, consistency. Clarity in the sense that you know what, like I mentioned, you know what you want to appear to people as. It's perception. So what do you want people to perceive you as? That's very, very important, right? And then consistency. You cannot show yourself to people today and then next tomorrow they are not seeing you. People can forget. There are a lot of millions of, there are millions of people on the internet. So you coming today, going off 1 month, coming next tomorrow. I've done it before, and I know that it does not pay at all. It does not favor you. It does not favor the digital space, right? And then personal branding is not about manipulation. Now, this one is very important because people want to appear as upright. They want to appear as prim. They want to appear as perfect, right? But personal branding is not that. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we
Yes.
can
Saying
hear
that
you.
personal branding is not about you lying or manipulating people to believe what you are not, right? So personal branding is more about you being very, very authentic, very, very authentic, saying like how you are. I don't know how to put it. Like how you are is how you are putting yourself online. So let me give an example. There was somebody that that was being discussed lately on LinkedIn. The person wrote that, oh, I can do this, do that. Let's just give an assumption now that the person says they can write 1 to 1,000, right? On LinkedIn, they appeared so perfect. Oh, I can do this, I can do that, blah blah blah. You should hire me. Everything is looking all sweet on LinkedIn. This person said, okay, let me hire this person, and they hire you. And this person is struggling with writing 1 to 10. Now listen, somebody that said I can write 1 to 1,000 is not struggling with writing 1 to 10. Can you see the manner of manipulation that has happened there? Right? So it's not just about you going online, forming what you are not, lying, and then when people hire you, somebody is unmuted. And then when people hire you, you are not delivering. That's very, very very wrong. Very, very wrong. It's against the rules of personal branding, and it's even against normal human thinking and normal sense. Because why are you lying? Like, why? Right? So it's very important. Now, an example of all of this is, like I said, rebranding or personal branding is not about changing logo. So when a company is rebranding, for example, if you remember Econet, I think they started from, I think Econet is the first one, then V-Mobile. Some of us will not know what I'm talking about. Maybe those that were born after, I think all of this happened maybe 2005 and co. And I can't remember. But then there was Econet, there was V-Mobile, there was I've forgotten now. But I know they had switched names like 3 to 4, 5 times. Now, what I want to drive at is, for every time they change their name, they change their color, they change their logo, they change their tone, they change their tagline. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does anybody understand what I'm saying? Now,
Yes,
the
ma.
same thing applies to you as an individual. So, for example, okay, so let me use myself as an example. So when I started out in my career, I used to work as a social media manager, right? So if you scroll back to my posts online, you would see things around social media management only. However, as time proceeded and I left social media space, not because it's not a good space, but because I found other interests and I evolved with time, right? My messaging changed, right? The kind of post I put out changed. My CV changed. I think somebody is understanding what I'm saying. So my CV changed. The way
Yes.
I put out things about myself, if I meet you, the way I will introduce myself changed. All of those things changed. Why? Because I have evolved. Change has happened, right? So all of these things are the factors that must be put in place when you're talking about branding. So, for example, let's assume you are here and you are, you just finished from university, and maybe what you used to tell people before, what you used to put out, or the way you see yourself before is like, oh, I'm a student, I'm studying mass comm, or I'm a student, I'm studying English language, or food science. And now you are now taking this social media training. Once you decide to now take your personal branding journey seriously, all of those former thinking will change. Reason being that you now need to understand the new phase that you are in and now brand yourself in that manner, if that makes sense. So I'm going to use that as an example. So let's assume, let me look for somebody's name here. Okay. So let's assume Blessing. I see Effiong Blessing. So let's assume Blessing. Oh my God. What did I? Okay, it's all fine. So let's assume Blessing, Effiong Blessing used to study okay, let me use my course. So let's assume Effiong Blessing used to study food science, right? That was what I studied in university, but it's different from what I'm doing right now. And that's also an example, right? So that's also to let you know that it has changed, right? Now let's assume Effiong Blessing studied food science, or she's studying food science in university right now. And then maybe she used to post about food science, food science, food science. And after this training, Blessing now realizes that, oh, I don't think I want to do anything with food science. I think I really love this. Let me not use social media again. Let me use which other training parts do we have in this school, in this boot camp? Somebody remind me.
Video editing.
Another one, I've mentioned that one, but I want to mention the one I've mentioned.
Editing.
Design.
Graphics designing, right? Yeah. So let's say Blessing decides to say, oh, I really like this graphic design thing, and I want to actually become a name in this space. I want people to see me and know me for graphics design. Now, it may not necessarily mean that Blessing will go and delete. Let's say she has posted before about graphic design. She may not even have to delete all of those posts, right? It will just mean that Blessing comes to an awareness of where she is right now, and then crafts her messaging and everything around her in that manner, right? So now Blessing says, I want to take my personal branding seriously. Part of what she will do will include her updating her network about what she's now doing, right? It will also include her updating her CV or her resume to show that, oh, she's now maybe working as a graphic designer or learning graphic design, right? It will also include that whenever she meets someone, they say, hi, Blessing, how are you? What do you do? She's no longer saying, I'm a, what's the thing now? Food scientist. She can now put it in a way to show that she has moved or she's moving. So she can now begin to say, hi, my name is Blessing. I studied, so for example, I used to say it a lot. I studied food science. However, I'm a so and so and so and so. Or I'm currently learning so and so and so. Right? So for example, we all know that Layi studied law. However, he's not a lawyer by profession, like he doesn't practice law in real sense, in real time. Right? But did he study law? Yes. What's he using his law to do? He's using it for skits. And that's still fine. It's allowed, right? It's just understanding how to brand yourself. So people know that somewhere is a lawyer, but you cannot come today and give him a case. He's under the tree, two of you will be. All right. So I think you understand that. I want to pause here to take one question if anybody has a question. So I don't just keep talking. I want to be sure we are all following. So does anybody, if you don't have a question, you can just drop a feedback in the chat. I'm checking through the chat now. Any question? Are you guys following at all?
Yes,
ma.
ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Any question?
No question from my end.
Priscilla, thank you. I mean, like I said, this is just the introductory aspect. In the last one, which is that's even a master class. I'm going to delve more, and we are going to do more practicals during that time, right? Okay. So I think we don't have questions for now. Let's just get right into it. So to understand what I've been saying since, which I have already explained, but let's go a bit further. Personal branding strategies. Now, I've just pinned this to just these 4 aspects, right? This is the 4th one. Now, for personal brand, remember I mentioned I'm still going to talk about business branding in the next part, but this is for personal branding, although it applies both ways, right? Now, talking about personal branding, like I said, the first thing is to identify and define your own unique proposition. What value do you want to give? What do you want to be seen as? What are your skills, right? Identify your strengths, your skills, your passion, the things that make you stand out. Identify all of them. That's the first step, right? Once you have defined why you need to brand yourself, why you need to put yourself out there, the next thing is to identify what's your unique value proposition, right? And that is very, very important. It's an important aspect, right? I gave an example here to say if you're an entry-level marketer, right? Your UVP, or some people call it USP, right? But because you guys are not selling, is the unique value proposition. You're giving value. But if you're selling, you can say unique selling. Someone's talking to me. I'm distracted. I think someone is unmuted.
Please, you're not seeing your screen clearly, like the write-up is not clear. The first one in the blue color is clear, but the one the black color write-up is not really clear.
There's no black color here. It's all blue.
It's clear,
okay, are you saying these blacks?
She meant the write-up.
Okay, I've zoomed it in. Is it better now?
No, it's clear.
I'm not really seeing.
It's clear here.
It's clear from my end. Maybe because
I already zoomed
it. Actually zoom it.
It is clear, man.
It's clearer now. It's clearer. It's better now.
She can zoom it
I
herself.
can zoom it from my end.
But can you guys
can zoom it from her end?
We can see your slide, man.
Okay, I zoomed it in. That's what I'm saying. Can you see the zoom?
Yes,
and
yes,
it's
yes.
better now.
Yes, ma'am. We can see.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay, interesting. I actually want everybody to follow, so that's fine. So I was just saying that your unique value proposition in this case, you need to identify it so that you'll be able to know how to put yourself out there, right? Now, the next one is what? Establishing your presence. And now this boils down to you knowing where to actually find your audience, where to pitch your things. Because it is not all social media platforms that you can actually make your primary social media platform. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's say you are what's it called now? A graphic designer. Good. Graphic designers have Behance. They have Dribbble, right? These are platforms that are solely for them. it would be insane for you to find a tailor on that platform because it doesn't align. I don't know if you get what I mean. It doesn't really align, right? There are some social media platforms that are peculiar to some industries. So identify them and know where to pitch your tent. Know where you can find your own audience. And that's very, very important, right? So establish your online presence, build your presence through LinkedIn, whether you need to have a personal website or a portfolio, right? Or your relevant social media platforms. They are very, very important. And what are the things you can share? You might be wondering, oh, I'm just starting out. What do I post or what do I tell people? Share your story. It's as simple as that. You don't have to have 1 million certifications before you start jumping out there. It's your personal brand. It's your brand. You're building yourself. What should they know you for? How should they know? Let them know your story, where you are coming from, where you are at right now. And then as you are moving, keep sharing. They are following you with your story. One cheat code that people don't know is that storytelling is like the order of the day. Because people like to know people. They like to know things. They love stories. They want to know. If you guys hear any breaking news today now that, why Lai is dating somebody, I'm sure some of you will leave this class and go to Instagram and go and look for the gist. People love stories. People love to be in the know. They love to like monitor people's lives, which is actually very funny, but it is what it is. It's how we are all wired, right? So showcase your expertise. When you start getting, becoming an expert, keep sharing, right? And then the next one is what? Network strategically. Sorry. Yeah. Network strategically. This is very important. And how do you do that? You engage with professionals and people online and offline. So what I used to tell people that are just starting out, or people generally, is whatever it is you want to become, whatever it is you want to do, there is somebody out there that has done it before, right? There is somebody out there that knows how to do it. So what you need to do is look for that person, find them and follow them. Now, you are not just following for following's sake. You are actually following them to learn from them, to network strategically with them, right? So you are checking out their posts, you are following their stories, you are seeing how they did it, and then you are learning from them, right? That's the online part of it. Then Then the offline part of things is to attend relevant events and join groups, join communities, participate in conversations and discussions. When you see somebody make a post that is valuable, don't just go and laugh under the comment section. Write something sensible, such that they notice you, especially if it's somebody that you are looking to connect with. Let them notice you. Let them notice you. Write something tangible that they cannot just like and say thank you. They will actually want to see your profile. They want to like enter your DM, say, hi, tell me more about yourself. I don't know if that makes sense. That's worked for me a lot, and that's still what I am sharing, right? So it works a lot. Then attend events. Some of you, you don't need to live inside your house. This is a new year. Go out. I'm saying go out. But yeah, I mean, that's part of the ways by which you can network, meet people, and better brand yourself, right? Go out, attend, look for, events. On my page, I always share, relevant events and all stuff. Look for events that you should attend that relates to your professional and career growth, and then attend. And the next one would be to consistently brand yourself, consistently put yourself out there. I said it earlier. It's not that you just show up once in a while and leave, right? Ensure consistency. Then another aspect of consistency I want to talk about is consistency across all your social media platforms. So your CV or your resume, your bio on all your social media platforms, your pictures, even your name. Let there be consistency. It's not that on Instagram you are bearing sexy chick, and then on LinkedIn you are bearing Christian Mary, and then on Facebook you are Mary Praise with God, and then on Twitter you are Chief Pablo or something. Like everything is just scattered all about. It doesn't make sense. That way you are not easy to find, and then you are not showing yourself as authentic. But even as much as picture, sometimes I try to use the same picture across all my social media platforms. As much as possible, if it's not going to be the same, it's going to be pictures that show who I am, my real face, my real me, and all of those things. It's very, very important, such that the same heading, the same bio, everything is aligned. And it's not looking like they are not doubting, is this person? Is this the same person? You understand what I mean? So that's very, very important. Now, for those who have businesses, I already mentioned that the one for personal brands still applies. It's just for you to understand the uniqueness of your business and how to actually leverage it, right, into this sorry. Okay. So into this same into the business part, right? Now, I already mentioned clarity, defining your brand identity, like we said, for personal branding. So for your business, now understand what are you selling? Who are you selling to? Who needs your service? Right? How do you want them to see you? Do you want them to see you as someone that just sells anyhow bag? Or what kind of bag do you want to show yourself as? Right? It is very, very important. If you're a small sustainable fashion brand, for example, your value might be eco-conscious and ethical production, and that's very important. Very, very important. You need to know what's your unique selling point, right? USP in this case. What's your unique selling point? What makes you different from other people that are selling bread, right? Oh, you sell bread too, but what makes you different from those that are selling bread, right? Is it that your home bread, like Boku bread, for example? People are arguing Boku bread, Jendol bread, which other bread again, that competition. Now, the difference with all of them, I think Boku just has one kind of smell, and then it's butter, honestly, right? But people can stay on a queue for hours queuing for Boku bread. I mean, I went to buy it once, and I'm not sure I want to do it again. Never. We queued there for almost 45 minutes, my people, buying bread. But it's just to let you know that they have branded themselves in a way that everybody is talking about the Boku bread. And I'm like, okay, what's about it? Let's see it. And then I stood there 45 minutes buying bread. Anyways, so that's just let you know that they identify their unique selling point. And then you cannot find, I've not found another bread that smells like Boku bread. I eat Jendol. I love Jendol more. But then Boku is everybody's, hey, Boku this, Boku that, Boku this, Boku that. Right? Now, oh, no. Next thing. Where was I? Right. Now, the next one is to develop a clear visual identity. So as a business person, this is now where your own logo comes in. If you have a website, oh, well and good. If you have, your color palette, your fonts, all of those things, this is where it comes in. But again, it is not the first thing. You cannot say you are not branding yourself because you don't have logo. Excuse me. Logo is not the first thing. It's not like, oh, until I wait and I have a logo before I start brand. No. No, it doesn't work that way. Wherever you are, start from there. Start from where you are. Till date, I don't have a logo. And the kind of even engagement and the kind of analytics my post is showing right now is more than my followers. Like way, way, way more than. Right? So start from where you are. People are seeing you. You don't know who is who. Right? So that's very, very important. Very important. Then the next thing would be to create compelling content. And now this is where your creativity comes in. Talking about compelling content, right? Share engaging stuff. So it's not just for you to say, hello, everybody, my name is Moyoluwa. I just started learning social media. I'm just learning. I'm just, people will just swipe away like, who is this? Right? Be creative, make it fun, make it engaging, right? Like that's the way you can attract people to actually see you as, oh, I think this person is making sense. That's the way you like, that's the way you like all of those your favorite people, right? So the only thing they are doing differently from you is that they have identified all these things and they are being consistent. That's the difference. I was thinking recently, like, okay, what makes me different from all of these people? And this is just the simple truth. That's what I found out. It's consistency. It's just that they've committed time to it over time. Are there people that are better than them in what they do? Yes. There are lots of people that are better than them that don't come out, right? But because these are the people we see, they are the ones we know. I don't know if that makes sense. So there can be people that do things better than Morachi. Oh, I don't know if you know Morachi, but yeah, Rachel is Morachi. I'm used to calling her Morachi. Morachi is a nickname. In case you don't know, I'm telling you. But yeah, there might be people better than Morachi that do things that are doing bigger stuff than Morachi. But because they are not posting it online, they are not sharing their story, they are not putting it out there, people don't know them, right? But for somebody that has taken the pain to actually like put yourself out there, to bring people together, to do this great stuff, that's the difference. So are you telling me now that if an opportunity arises tomorrow for someone to, do bigger stuff than this, I'm not going to recommend? I'm going to recommend her, even if my own brother or my sister is doing the same thing and they are not known across. I'm going to recommend because this is who comes to mind, right? And that is very, very important. And then the next thing is engage with your audience. I've mentioned it. It's not just for you to create content as if you are creating content for robots. They are humans. It's people that will engage. So as much as you will engage someone else's post, put yourself in that position and then make your content to be that quality, that engaging, that compelling, right? It's very, very important. And then finally, like we mentioned for personal branding, is to, okay, I've talked about consistency here, right? Okay, consistency. And then for this, and also applies to personal branding, monitor and adapt. So this is where your analytics come in, right? And also market trends. What are the ongoing trends in your industry? What are the things going on where you are, in your space, in your location, in your industry, and all that? What are the things that are trending, right? Monitor them and adapt it to what you are doing, right? Monitor it, adapt it. Okay, it's not a must you go out of your values, right? Just see how you can, be more creative about it and use it to better, promote your own brand and the things that you do, right? And then at this point, I think we can take questions now, right? So I don't want to go too deep at this level, such that we are able to understand it really well ahead of the next class, right? So at this point, I want to take questions. So you guys have the floor now. Can you still hear me? Can anybody still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Yes, we are. Yes, ma'am. We can hear
All
you.
right, interesting. Rachel, I'm done with my slides, but I want to take questions. I actually want you guys to ask questions. I mean, this is just the introductory part of it, and I didn't want to take your time. So we are still going to have a more in-depth, a more in-depth session later, right? So yeah, let's take questions.
I have question.
Right, please go ahead.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for the class. My question is this. Now, you, particularly the last slide that you talked about consistency. Now, let me use myself for instance. I have a business. I have not taken my business to the social media space, but I have all the social media handles, like I'm involved everywhere. So how do I move my business to social media space? Do I need to change my name? Because talking about consistency, I just have a regular name for all my social media. My TikTok is different, my Facebook, my Instagram, on my LinkedIn. So now if I am moving my business to a social media space, do I change my business name? Like, do I change my social media name to match with my business name, or do I just need to update it or something like that? Thank you.
Okay, so let me ask you, do you have different pages for your personal pages and then your business pages, or is just one you have for everything?
Now, I don't have any page yet for my business. Sometimes I do advertise my business on my TikTok, sometimes on my WhatsApp. Yeah, but I do not have any specific page for business. They are all my personal accounts. They are a little bit grown with few followers. So I don't know.
Okay, so here is what I think. Depending on how you like I said, the first thing is to actually know what you want to be known for. So what part of you do you want to put out? That's the first thing you need to identify. Is it your own self or your business? What's priority to you at this time?
My
Right?
business.
Right. So if your business is your priority, then you need to actually create a name for your business on the social media space.
Okay.
Because
So
if you are using your name to promote your business, if people want to buy from you, they are not like you are not branding your business that way. It's just yourself you are branding.
oh,
So it does not make you different from that lady in Oshodi that is selling granite, such that what you will call her is granite seller. That's her name. It's not her business name.
yeah.
If that makes sense. So
Yes,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know her business name. We only know her identity, which is granite seller.
exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
So what you need to clarify is, how do you want to be known? You want to be known as a business person. You want your business to be known. Then focus on your business. Update or you create new pages for your business, right? Since that's your priority. If later you still have it in your mind later that, oh, you too, you will still brand yourself as a, maybe a career professional or something. We have people that are multifaceted. They have businesses and then they are, what's it called? And then they are like also faces of themselves, right? Why does Vicky James have another page for Vicky James Man, Vicky James Brider, Vicky James this one, Vicky James that one? Why is she not using Vicky James for everything, even though her name is her business name? If you get what I mean.
Yeah, she's creating a brand name for her businesses.
Right.
Keeping her
So
personal life aside,
very
her
important.
business
So you
life
will see,
aside.
yeah, so you would see that the content on her page is different from what she can post on her business page.
Exactly.
So what I would tell you in all honesty is create a name for your brand, for your business online, and then start make it consistent. So it's not that your business name on TikTok is Granite and then your business name on Instagram is Grand. They are different things.
Yes, they are different,
right?
actually.
So
Yes.
if you have a logo, fine. If you don't have a logo, take a good picture of what you are selling. Use it as your DP in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
So that way, I don't know what industry is your business. What do you do? Let's give you a spotlight here. Your customer might be here.
Okay. I do buy raw food stuff from villages and I store. And people sometimes do give me money. Okay, please help me buy this since you're going to the village. It's cheaper from the village. So I do help people buy from the village. But basically, I buy raw food stuff and I store because I stay up north. So some things are easy to get directly
That's
from the village.
interesting. You are in Abuja or where?
No, I'm in Castina. I'm in between Castina and Bauchi because I schooled in Bauchi, but I base in Castina. So I'm in between the two places.
Wow. And I was looking for somebody in December to help me shop. Anyways, yeah, like I said, your customer might be here. I'm just one. Yeah, I mean, in December last year, not 2024, 2023, I got a lot of food stuff from up north there, and it was so worth it. But this December, I did not get a vendor, so I just did my Lagos thing here. But yeah, that's fine. I mean, okay, so here is what I think you can do. So you can see now, if we did not have this conversation, I'm not going to know you. I'm not going to know what you do, right?
Exactly.
And let's assume I'm currently at a stage right now where I want to purchase, and we did not meet on this platform. I will go back online to check your digital footprint to be sure I will not be scammed.
Exactly, which is very important.
Now, if I now go online and I'm seeing a different name on TikTok, I'm seeing another name on Instagram, I'm seeing another name, you think I will drop my money? No, I don't have plenty. So the small money I have, I try to manage it. You understand what I mean? So you can see how important it is for you to actually. So part of the things that you post on your business page are reviews, pictures, how you are going to the market, helping people to get. There's a page my husband follows on TikTok. I mean, my husband that follows the page, not me, on TikTok. The lady's name, I think, is Market Every Day or something. She goes to my 12, is it my 12 or my 2 that is market every day? And then she says, oh, hello, today, this I'm live in my 2. Is it My 2 Market or My 12? I think it's My 12. I don't know, one of the names. And then she says, today, this is tomato. Tomato today is this price. And Rodo today is this price. She's showing us videos. She's showing us. People are buying from her like mad.
Yeah.
Right? A very young lady. People are buying. In fact, if not because me, I'm not just, my husband would have bought from her a couple of times. But because I myself stay close to the market here, if I want to buy anything in bulk like that, I prefer not. It's always cheaper there. But
Yeah, it's quite cheaper.
that's the kind of people you can follow, right? And then model what they are doing and then infuse it into your own business, right? I think you have already gotten free consultation like this, and you are good to go. But yes, please put your brand out there. Your kind of business is very, very, it's very sensitive, such that people can be scammed, and because it requires transportation, right? I think the person I bought with then, one of the things she was able to use to capture us was free delivery from not there down here. So we just paid for the products, yam, tomato, tatashe, in basket, everything. You think I wanted to do wedding? I bought everything, like everything, right? Because it was cheaper than Lagos here. People in Lagos want to do those stuff, but they need to find reliable people. And that's like the important thing to note. So yes, please go ahead and brand your business. You can reach out to me on Instagram once you do that, and I'll be happy to patronize when I'm like ready for it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, ma.
Thank you.
Hello,
Any
ma.
other question? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Concerning the branding of a business, is it advisable to open an account that relates to that business name too?
I don't get.
Like a bank account name that collides with the business name and everything together, so people don't think maybe you're a scammer or something like that.
Oh, sure, it's important. See, consistency is very important. However, so this is how it works. I think for when you are a business person or when you intend to start a business, I think in Nigeria now it's important that you register your business. That's like the first thing. Register your business.
Yes.
Then it's also important for you to have a business account. Now, let me tell you why. Because of Elite, number one, it's very important. It's somehow for me to want to purchase from Nike. Let's say Nike or Versace or something. And then they are sending me an account name with Rachel Morachi, Muyoluwa Ibiyemi, like, why? You understand? So consistency is actually very important. It is very important. So I advise that you do so. It's also part of branding. If you cannot go and open Access Bank or all of these digital banks, the Money Point is what you can open right on your bed. Like tonight, you can open it on your phone or OPay or, some of these digital banks. It will cost you nothing. Open it and have a business account. It is very important in your brand. Like, these are the things that make up branding. Like I said, they are all part of it, right? It makes it up. So it makes you, when people ask for, want to purchase products from you, and you send them your business account, it makes sense, right? Than sending them your personal account. It's somehow, honestly, somehow. So when you have decided to brand yourself, I always advise people to go all out for it.
Thank you. All right, ma'am.
You're welcome. Any other questions? I think we can take one or two more. Rachel, do you agree?
Yes.
All right. Any other questions, anybody? You can ask personal questions. I was thinking somebody will ask me that, they've not done anything. Oh, hey, what can they post? Okay, I think I've mentioned that anyways. But yeah, any questions?
Hello, ma.
Hi.
Yes, ma. So I recently started out as digital marketer, but then I find it hard to post on my WhatsApp.
I'm with you.
Okay. Yes, I said I find it hard to post content on my WhatsApp status. I would go on LinkedIn and post and all of that, but then on WhatsApp, it is always hard for me to come up with content creations to be able to generate sales and all of that. I just find it difficult. Don't know if you can help.
I'm trying to understand your question. So what you mean is you are easy. I don't get that. You find it easier to post on LinkedIn and Instagram than WhatsApp. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, ma. I can just like, okay, I'll work with this content today on LinkedIn, but then on WhatsApp, it's like, okay, I'm already generating leads into my WhatsApp, in my WhatsApp content, but then to post to those people, for them to see, I find it so hard and difficult.
So is it because now is it because you don't know what to post or you don't have enough contacts to view it?
It is because I don't know what to post. I would say that this is
On
because I don't
WhatsApp,
know
but
what
you
to.
know what to post on Instagram and LinkedIn, right?
No, I just work only with LinkedIn. Just LinkedIn.
Oh, you only post on LinkedIn, not Instagram.
Yes, because I have not even gone that far. I just started out. I
What's your
just
LinkedIn name?
started. Olufumi Rachel Olatubosun.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay, ma.
I want to actually answer you based off of like what you do so that Olatubosun. I think I've spelled it wrong. Let me see. Olufumi. I've not found it though. Rachel, please spell the Rachel.
Rachel.
CHA. Okay, EL. Okay. I was adding A. Your Rachel doesn't have A. That's interesting. Okay, I still didn't find it, but yeah, that's good. I didn't find it. Olufumi Rachel. Are you sure? Is it Olatun?
Yes, ma'am. Olatunbosun.
Okay, I didn't find it, but here, this is what I think you. Okay, I've seen it. You are the one that says I create captivating visuals that drive results.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, interesting. I create. Okay. Okay, interesting. But you said you post on LinkedIn. I did not see your. Oh, okay. You are reposting now. You are not posting. Why? Anyways,
I posted today. I posted yesterday. I posted today.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Oh, nice picture. Okay, now I understand.
Thank you, ma'am.
So here is what I think. I'm surprised that why I actually went to check your profile is because most times it's always the other way around. I get people say, oh, I'm only able to focus on my WhatsApp for now. I cannot post on LinkedIn or other platforms. But now you are giving the reverse case, which is actually very interesting. So here is what you can do. A simple thing you can do is this post you have made on LinkedIn, right? Create a condensed form of it and then use your WhatsApp to drive traffic to your LinkedIn. I wish I could show you guys what my WhatsApp status looks like right now. Right? I made a post on Instagram this morning, very funny. And then I copied the link, went to my WhatsApp status and said, because it's a very funny one. And honestly, that was just me being honest. I just put the link there and I said, I don't even know what to caption this. Just watch it and enjoy. Right? It's as simple as that. I put the link there and in fact, a lot of people actually went to view it from my WhatsApp status. Does that mean that I have created something new on my WhatsApp? No, it's not something new. It's just me. We call it repurposing in content marketing. It's repurposing. So I have just repurposed my Instagram post to a WhatsApp status post. Right? So you not knowing what to post on WhatsApp or on other social media platforms is possible. I mean, we are creatives, and over time we can have creative blogs, or we can be short of ideas and all stuff, and that's fine. Since you already have content bank somewhere, why not take from it and then go and like reuse it and reshare with people? Now, this is where storytelling comes in. WhatsApp is more personal to people, right, than even LinkedIn and all stuff, because WhatsApp is people that I choose to have their number. You get what I mean? So it's more personal. It's not what's it called? Just anyhow person. And I think the way I see my own WhatsApp status is I'm talking to my friends and my family, right? So I think you can come with that mindset to say, okay, I'm just sharing. So sometimes you don't even have to post on LinkedIn before you post on WhatsApp. It's as simple as you saying, like, just sharing story. I don't know how to put it now. Just something simple. I came to a realization that one of the issues we have with content creation that affects a lot of us is that we overthink content. And that's the problem. We overthink it. So many of you are overthinking, hey, will this one make sense? Hey, will this one be okay? Hey, will this one, no, this one does not fit WhatsApp. Oh no, this one does not fit LinkedIn. You shut up and post. And let the people now tell you that it does not fit it. So far, you have done your due diligence. So, I'm not just saying go and post nonsense. Do your due diligence that we have been talking about since morning. And then you now don't overthink it. Just do it. That's Nike's slogan. Just do it. Close your eyes like this and do it. Right? There are sometimes that some contents you think will not do well are the ones that will do very well, like extremely well. And there are some that you have over processing your head. I'm going to write it. I just get this certification, blah, blah, blah. And only 3 people will say congrats. And you're like, or more. Right? So I've learned that I don't overthink things. If it gets engagement, fine. If it doesn't get it, to God be the glory. We move on to the next one. Right? So for your WhatsApp status, just try to see who are the people on my contact list. What are the things they're interested in? What are the things that I love to share about? What are the things that interest me? And then look for a balance and share. Then since you have traction on your LinkedIn and you find it easier to post on LinkedIn, use WhatsApp to take people there. I know somebody that even used to beg, say, please, I'm begging you in the name of God. Click on this link and go and look at my LinkedIn posts. If you don't even want to click on it, for me, I used to laugh. If I just see, I'll just laugh that, okay, let me go and help her like it because she had begged me in the name of God. Right? Although that is not a strategy. But again, that is what that person knows to do. And that's fine. Just do what works for you. Do you. Right? I can't recall who asked that question now. But did I answer your question?
Yes, ma. Very well. I'm so grateful, ma. Thank you, ma.
All right. You're welcome. Any other person? They are telling you to fill out attendance form, you guys. So let's take one last question and then we can call it a night. Till when next am I seeing you guys again? Let me check. So any other question? Any other question? Okay, I'm seeing you guys on March 5th. March. And I want to beg you guys, and I'm hoping that this same number we are having today, we are still going to have more like that in March. Because people are funny. You guys are funny. I mean, people generally are funny. Such that you have started something very beautifully now. Next month,
Please,
now,
I have a question.
Start to reduce. Hold on, Jerry. You take your question. But do you guys understand what I mean? So please and please ensure you stay till the end of the entire program so that you can, maximize it well. I have an opening. So let me mention, I have a job. Okay, ask your question, but please, someone should remind me. Let's get an intern from here. Okay, so please ask your question. Who is the person?
Yeah, good evening. Thank you for today. Filling out a lot. So my question is, you said we can open
Ask your
an
question.
account with
Hi.
money points from our bed. Yes, I'm asking. Are you hearing me?
Somebody is asking questions.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Christiana, I can hear you. I
Hear me? Yes, I'm speaking.
I can hear you now.
Okay. So you mentioned something like opening an account from your bed for money points. How does it go? Because I've tried it and I was asked to produce my tin of my brand name. He said I should bring a tin number of my brand name. So I don't know if there's another means I can open the account without having to produce a tin number.
Have you checked on YouTube and you did not see any response to this?
No star money. TIN number is tax identification number. So if you
Okay,
your
TIN. Okay, I get. Yeah. Rachel, you wanted to answer her?
It's part of the requirement to open a business account. So if you want to open a business account, you must have your business registered, then you must have a TIN number.
Yes. So I mentioned that part of the requirements in Nigeria right now, in having a business, it's very important that you register your business. I don't know how much it costs. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anything about that. I've not registered the business before, but it's important because any
Okay,
other
all
thing
right.
you need,
Thank you very much.
yes, it's very important. Then another thing I can say is, in the meantime, if you have not yet registered your business, what I know that a friend did, if you can hear me. Okay, Olamide is a lawyer. I think you need to connect with that person that asked the question so that the lawyer can help you. But yeah, I wanted to say that something that a friend did was that, you know, that place that they will ask you for name, like when you want to create the account, and they ask for name, the person just put his business name there, right, instead of personal name, right? So I mean that someone is talking. So that could also,
Okay, I can hear you.
yeah, so that could also work if you can try that. However, if you can't, or if it doesn't work, you can use maybe OPay. I don't know if OPay asks for that as well. I opened an OPay account this month. I didn't have any lot of questions, although it's not a business account, but I don't know. But again, do your research well, check on YouTube, check online, and then ask enough questions. But yes, we have a lawyer here that you can also meet with. Please connect with Lamide. She says you should come. Is it she or he? I don't know. But then the person is saying come for all your registrations. So yes, you can do that.
Everybody is yeah.
You said what?
I said everybody is she, yeah. The person is she.
Oh, interesting. Nice. Okay. My video has gone off. I don't know why, but this thing has logged me off. But yeah, that's fine. So I wanted to say that I think we have come to the end of question asking. So thank you so much, guys, for having me. I really, really do appreciate it.
Before you go, you not share the job opening.
Yes. I'm going to just talk about it here. So Rachel, please, you help us coordinate that. Whoever has interest, please. I don't want you. You first review all the CVs. You don't say you know me now. I'll just not answer. But yeah, my company needs an intern. I need an intern actually in my company to work with me. So I don't want somebody that will come and stress my life. What we are looking for is a community assistant, but typically for somebody that has just left your school, maybe you just graduated or you're just starting in the career space, and you need clarity and assistance. What am I saying? Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to rejoin again with my laptop. I don't know why I was logged out. So you just graduated from school and you have some basic knowledge of the use of tools. You have a laptop with you. That's a priority. Laptop is a must. Yes, it is remote. Preferably Lagos, Ogun, and its environments. In case you need to come for an event in Lagos, maybe Lagos, Ibadan, Ogun, or anywhere actually can work, depending on how skilled you are. Typically someone that has basic understanding of communication tools. You can use Google Suite or Zoho Suite or something. You can use just basic tools pretty much, right? Yeah, that's a good fit for me. And somebody that is sharp, like ready to learn and very zealous and smart. So yeah, it's an internship role. Please, if you are interested and if it makes sense to you, you can send your CV or your resume to Rachel, and then Rachel will send me the best one. I think we can take one from here. I'm looking for 5 interns actually. We've gotten a few, so let's take one from here. So yeah, that's my bonus to you guys. And I'm hoping that you will also stay till the end of the class. I'm again promising by God. Anyway, let me just make a promise and commit it to God. When I'm coming again for the final class to you guys, I'm going to also come with another job opportunities by God's grace. But I'm promising one, but I'm trusting God to give us more. So yes, I think that's, oh yes, I have more internship rules. I just remembered. Okay, let's just stick to that one. But if you stay in Lagos, around Ajao, what's it called? Agor Palace Way, and you are all at its environs, and then you are interested in photography, I'm recruiting for a company. Rachel, please help with that as well. For photographers, I think like 2 interns. So last like 3. Okay, let's just stick to 3. So I just need very good fit, please, from this community. You guys should not share it out. I'm not going to respond to that. So that's why I'm saying you should go through Rachel. I'm trusting her recommendations from here. So please, the first one, community assistant, intern, and then this other one's photographers or customer service people. You can do administrative work. You can do customer service. Please reach out. For the photographer, is not paid. Yeah, let me state that. It's not paid for the photographer. It's more like you want to learn. Maybe you have interest in photography, but you have basic knowledge. You can come around. Can students apply? We students have the time. That's the thing. We students have the time. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for having me. I'm so grateful to be here. I really appreciate it. Please don't just learn. Ensure you put it to use, everything you are learning. See you guys on the 5th of March. Bye. Thank you so much, Rachel, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Moyoluwa. It's nice having you on the call this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate my team people, my community people. Please appreciate Moyoluwa. Ladies,
thank you.
Drop an emoji. Say thank you, ma.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, ma. Really appreciate
Please,
you.
grab
God
the
bless
mask.
Ma, we really
Okay.
appreciate. Thank you. God bless you.
Love
Amen.
and
Thank you.
celebrate
Thank
you,
you.
man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Rachel, can I leave now?
Yes, you can.
All right. Thank you
you
so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Right.
So please, you can send the CVs. That's fine.
Ma, I have
All
a
right.
good request, ma.
So good evening, ladies. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, ma, we can, ma.
Good. So that's one thing about life. You do not know where opportunity can come from, sincerely speaking. Now, part of the job recommendation is the person must be proficient with Google Suits. Can you see? So even before, if you do not know how to use Google Suits before, I believe if you go back and watch the recordings, you should have 1 or 2 knowledge about Google Suits. And they are not even looking for somebody that is perfect. They are looking for an intern. An internship means you will be trained, like you will be learning on the work. They don't expect you to be an expert. That means you'll be working under the supervision of someone. So you do not know when opportunity can come. Opportunity can come from anywhere. The most important thing is to get yourself prepared for that opportunity. That is it. They say opportunity comes but once. But me, I used to say, get prepared for that opportunity so that when that opportunity comes once, you are already prepared for it and you get it. So I'm looking forward to seeing your CV if you are interested. The role is a community assistant role, must be proficient with Google Suits, know how to use Canva. The person should be able to work remotely, stay in Ogun or Oyo or Lagos, somewhere that is close to Lagos, so that if you need to travel down to Lagos, it will be easy for you. And then you must have a laptop. Laptop is a prerequisite for that particular role. Even if they will not pay you, but I know the role they are going to pay. Me, I believe the experience you will gain will get to a paying job. That's what I know. Because when I started out, my first role, they didn't pay. I think they were paying me 5K thereabouts. 5K, and the 5K is just for data. They are not paying me dime. But you must work. And to God be the glory, that particular role, after I left that role, the first role I got paid me 50K, and I applied the knowledge I learned from my previous role. I applied it in that new role then. So even if you get an opportunity that is not paying you, just um be anxious to learn. Is the knowledge, you want to tap their knowledge, you want to tap their wisdom. That's the most important thing. And grab their knowledge, and you now go and use the knowledge you've gained, you go and monetize it somewhere else. But a lot of people, you don't want to do anything for free, you want to get money. But money is important though, but you must have the skill too. Before you be paid, people will see what they want to pay you for, and you learn on the job. The more you learn it, me I believe so much in internship, because when you work under the supervision of someone, the person will guide you, the person will correct you, the person will teach you, compared to if you are trying things on your own. Where an elderly person can see by sitting down, a young person cannot see it even if you are standing. So that's one thing about internship. So don't just be
Exactly.
rigid that I want a paid role. If you are not paying me this amount, I will not take that role. I really want the money. Don't let money be your main priority. Let it be the skill, the knowledge, the experience. And when have the experience, you have the skill, you is something you can monetize. The experience, the skill, you can put it in your portfolio, you can add it to your CV, and that will get you a paying job. So that's my TED talk TED talk this evening. So if you are fitted, or you want to get that role, just send me your CV. And there's also a role for photographers, two photographers at Agor Palace Way, Lagos, but it's not paid. But if you are willing to learn photography, you can also send me a message for that as well. Then I want to mention about the assignment that was dropped on the group. The assignment, the first one, which is you posting the I just got admitted into Empower Tech Initiative flyer. Just fill out the form by uploading your link to that post. Sorry, some people, you were unable to access the form. Sorry, it has been updated now. You can edit it and submit your responses. That's for the social media post. That's social media post for the week, and the form will be closed on Sunday 19th. Then for digital literacy class assignments, the submission closes on Friday 24th, and we will not reopen it. Once it closes, it close. We are not going to be reopening the form. So you have about a week, and it's not something that is hard. So you have about a week to do your assignment and submit. By 24th, we are going to be closing the submission form. So if you've not watched the video before, the recordings is on the YouTube channel, and it's also accessible on Zoom. We've shared the recording links on the group chat. Take your time this weekend. Today is Friday. You have Saturday, you have Sunday. Use it to watch all the recordings. You can even fast track it. You can times it to 1.5, 1.7, two times. So a class that is 2 hours, you can watch it within the space of an hour. So just maximize this weekend to watch your videos, revise, try what you've learned, practice it. The more you practice, the more you get better at it. When I was preparing for my digital literacy class, although I know how to use Google Suite, but when I was trying to prepare the slides, when I was trying to practice those things, I unlocked some features that I do not know that this is how it works. Some features that I do not even know they are on Google Docs, Google Sheets. I discovered it, and it was as a result of me practicing. It was as a result of me learning, laying my hands on it. That was why I got better at it. So don't say I already know it. Try and practice one or two things, even if it's just 30 minutes. Learn, practice. The more you practice, the more you use those tools, you get familiar with it, you get familiar with the features. That's it. And even this class, do not be discouraged if people are not joining, if people are not participating. Just know why you are here. No knowledge is wasted. Me, I believe there's no knowledge that is wasted. So if you are looking at maybe your friend that you registered together, the person is not here, and you two you want to be discouraged, you are on your own. No, you are on your own. I'm telling you, you are on your own. But we will try as much as possible to empower you to have a digital skill as we've promised. So it now depends on you if you want to embrace it or not. So that's all from my hand. If you have any question, let me know before we end this session. We are supposed to end this session by 9, but our facilitator is done and there's no reason to keep you guys on the call. So if you have a question, just unmute your mic and speak, or you have any recommendation, anything you want to say. Just the job title is community assistant. The first one is community assistant. That's the job title. The assignment, it has been dropped on the group chat. I will ask the community manager to send it again, or I can as well resend the assignment. So it will be dropped on the group so you can access it. The digital literacy assignment is on the group as well. You can check it out. The person that said she's joining today, I don't know if you can meet 80% attendance. Just try your best. Just try your best. Just try your best. You still have next week. You still have next week. Digital literacy assignment is on the group, and we will share it again. We will share it again. Just go to WhatsApp and go and check. The assignment is not here on the chat. It's on WhatsApp. It's on the WhatsApp group. I hope I've answered your question, Blessing. So do we have any question? If we don't have any
Yes,
question,
ma. Good evening.
hi, good evening.
First of all, I want to appreciate all the facilitator for everything. May God bless you all, ma.
Amen. God bless you too.
Ma, please, I want to ask about the internship that you were talking about. My network have issue, so I cannot hear you very well.
Okay, it was the facilitator, the personal branding facilitator. She wants to recruit like interns for community assistant role, and she said she's willing to take one person from this community. It's a community assistant role, like more of a community manager role, but the person is
Okay.
going to be interning, and the qualifications and the requirements for the roles are you must have a laptop, a working laptop. Then you must be proficient with Google Suits, Canva, like basic Canva design. Then you must be living in Lagos or town or city close to Lagos, like Ibadan or Ogun State, so that if there is a physical event, it will be easy for you to travel down to Lagos to attend the event. That's the
Okay.
requirement for the role.
Okay, ma. Thank you.
Are you welcome? So who do we have any other question? Do you have any other question? I'm trying to check the chats. Okay, that's fine. No question. All right, take care, guys. See you on Monday. So our next class we hold on Monday, and is digital productivity class. So that's the class we will learn how to use these video conferencing tools like Google Meet, how you can assign tasks for yourself. We've done Google Calendar, you can schedule meeting on Google Calendar, but you will be taught time management, how to manage your task, how to use video conferencing tools basically, and some productivity tools that can help you be productive. So that's what you'll be learning on Monday and Wednesday. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Monday. Take care, guys. Good night. Bye, guys.
Good night, ma.
Good night,
Good
ma.
night.
Thank you, ma.
Good night, ma. Thank you, ma.
Good night.
Good night, ma. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you, ma'am.
Night. Thank you, ma'am.
Good night.